Okay, so hi, Kaula. I'm really sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. You can call me Dia. And before we start, I have to sincerely apologize for the very, very long time for me to create this recorded video tutorial for you because there's something happened on my end and I couldn't really finalize this video as soon as what we agreed on. But yeah, now it's just on online right now, so I'm trying my best to explain for you about how I build your studio Notion operational system. But before we start, you might be wondering why the heck are you on my Canva? So actually, I'm kind of taking this a bit extra. I mean, you can just plan your own Notion database and pages on notes like I did right here, and just ask ChatGPT to really help you generate the properties and the pages that you needed. Just you have to really had three main things, which is the title and the goal of your Notion project. And did I say three? And the third is actually just to make sure that you know what pages and properties for each database. Those are very important. Okay, you know what? I'm really bad at this, so I didn't want to take so much of your time, so I had to make sure that I have the timer here that I can explain for you each of the to-do list on the maximum of 10 minutes. Okay, let's start. So the first thing here, we have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, around 7 tasks we have to do on making your Studio Notion operational system or Notion database. I don't know why I need this OS. Okay. Anyway, so the goal is to this Notion OS is designed to turn your studio operations into a clear, connected workflow. Wait, let me check. Is the obvious? Okay. Okay, so this Notion OS is designed to turn studio operations into a clear, connected workflow, helping you track opportunities, manage project and tasks, and translate ongoing work into a consistent output with less manual thinking. So yeah, this is like the mind map for your Studio Notion system. And the to-do lists here are, the first one is plan the database and pages included in the Notion OS based on the defined operational goal. Okay, so here is the goal. We've already learned about it. And the second one is to structure the properties, relations, and basic formulas for each database so data flows cleanly between them. Okay, so as you can see, this is a quite simple pages. I just make around 2 pages. The first one is the home page, and the second one is the Studio Notion OS map. So what's the difference? In Notion, you can actually just make one page for all, but I suggest you to create at least one extra page to really indexing all of your database. It is to make sure that you didn't mix the real database there. So there's like, I don't know if in which level of Notion are you, but I perceive that you new at this, or maybe you've already know about Notion. But if if you make a lot of um, fix or update on your main database, so there are two type of database. Okay, the first one is the main database, and the second one is the inline or like the view database. You can actually do whatever you want on the inline database. You can make it a different view like table or gallery, but if you make changes on the main database, it's gonna affect the rest of the database, the view one and the other layout one. So I just have to make sure that you have your page specifically for the index database. Now, what are the database needed for your Notion Studio? The so I get four main suggestions. These are from ChatGPT. You can actually add some more, but the four main ones are leads or CRM database. The goal is to track leads and highlight hot leads that are being neglected or just track leads. The second one is project database to become the central hub for your studio work. The third one is task. It's to turn your projects into executable actions. You can preview all of your tasks, incoming tasks, or even the overdue. We're gonna learn about this later. Also about the content because I remember that you stated to me about you want to have one system for all of your um, architectural workflow in this Notion, and one of them is to make and plan your own content for your social media posts. So this is the content database, and as what the goal says, it's to turn studio work into content without thinking way too hard. So yeah, these are the top four database that we're gonna make today. You obviously can add some more, but you have to make sure that you understand the connections, or sorry, not connections. There's no such a thing as connection in Notion actually. It's about relation and the formula. These two properties is very much needed if you want to have a very streamlined Notion system. Okay, so um, I think we can start with creating the page. So I forgot to draw you about this one, but actually when you make your own Notion system, you can start whether from top to bottom or bottom to top. What I mean by that is actually for me personally, I make my Notion system starts from the database, which means I start from the top to bottom. I mean, from what I mean is I started my Notion database, Notion system from the very tiny bit data from the database itself. I couldn't line out start from the pages or just make this page for home for this and that. No, I always start with the database. I don't know about you, but if you are the kind of person who, oh, you know what, I think I want to make a specific page for my all of my content layout or anything else, please do whatever is suitable for you. But for me, since I didn't say myself I'm good at this app actually. I just touched a few real project about this, but the more I learn about Notion, it is better to start from the database and then we can go up to page or maybe each data template. I will explain for you later. I don't know how long have I talked about this. Ooh, look, we still have 4 minutes left to talk. This is just the introduction. And oh yeah, okay. So I think I still can explain about the to-do list. I'm sorry. This is a very bad tutorial. I have to remind you about this. Okay, so we've already planned the database and the pages. As you can see, we have two pages that we're gonna work with, and there are gonna be for database based on the defined operational goal. Check. I think we're gonna draw this one just to make sure it's not distracting our step by step. And the second one is the structure, the properties, relations, and basic formulas for each database. Okay, this is the fun part. Whenever you're making Notion system, is that the properties for each database is utmost important. Is the art of Notion itself. It's on the properties on the database. Okay, I'm just going to skim you through. It actually as easy as when once you understand what pages that you're gonna create, what database that you're gonna make, you just have to ask ChatGPT about this. Actually, it's as simple as that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to belittle your struggle, but yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to walk you through. So For example, here on the leads and CRM database that we're going to make. So we understand this is the goal. Now, uh, I I've already made all the properties, but I'm just gonna pick one example from this Canva page. You're not gonna see this Canva page anymore because I know it's gonna focus more on the Notion page. This is just to give you a big picture of what we're gonna make. So this is the title of the properties. It calls name on the first uh, word here, and the second word is actually the property type. There are plenty of property type in Notion, but I have to emphasize only a few that you need to understand. Some of them is the select property, relation property that you're going to relate each database with each other, and the third one is the formula property. The formula one, I'm not suggesting you that you have to understand the whole of it. I just asked ChatGPT about it, and as long as the formula giving me the same result as I want, it's good, it's working. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is the for the CRM database. We have name properties, status with status properties. These are the I call this the mini properties. I don't know what else the name, okay? So I just say the status properties with the status properties has called warm, hot, active mini properties. This is gonna be a very bad tutorial, but okay. This is the lead source with the select properties. Same, there are a few mini properties here. Less contacted with date properties. Days since contact. I'm sorry, this is a very bad wording, but this is one word, one sentence, and this is the properties formula, and this is the formula code, and so on and so forth. How many properties do you need in one database? It actually depends on you, but if you have nothing to hold on, oh my god, that is so bad. If you don't have the picture of what you want, the main goal, sorry, the thing is you have to really understand the goal of the database that you're going to create. So there's no specific like, oh, you need 10 or 15 or even more. Oops, sorry. Oops, the timer is off. So yeah, okay, you know what, there's no specific rule for how many properties you need for one database, just to make sure it covers everything that you need for that database to achieve your goal. For example, here I've always stick on the rule is that in excluding the title, because I know it is like the default thing in the Notion database, you need to maybe around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, I keep it short, around under 10. Less than 10 properties would be nice, because more than 10, it would be great, but as long as you understand the flow for each properties, you know, you just have to really make sure that you understand which, I mean, what properties fits for your database goal. Okay, so that is for the first to-do list. We are gonna start and continue with the Notion next. So yeah, I'm going to pause the video for now, and let's continue later on. All right, let's continue to the technical part. I'm sorry, I'm trying to burp. I got my water here. I don't know why I have to tell you that. Wait, let me start the timer. We get around 10 minutes for me to explain for you about how to build this Studio Notion OS. Now we are on our Notion app. You can do whichever Notion you have, website or just desktop. You can do however you want. Anyway, please don't get distracted for all of these um, Notion pages I had. Once you open Notion, you're just gonna have a very clean starter like this one, but I just have to, you know, organize everything all in one place. So yeah, I'm just going to put your uh, Notion system here with the rest of their friends. Okay, um, so this is your canvas. Okay, this is a very blank canvas. What you're gonna do first is actually write your Notion first page. What is your Notion first page? It actually depends. You can start with maybe homepage or dashboard or um, workspace, whatever you name it, just to really make sure that this is gonna be the starter once you're trying to open your Notion Studio system. It's not OS anymore. So, wait, let me drink my water. I'm really sorry, this is a very bad tutorial. You, my friend, really give me a new challenge on my years of freelancing. I've never really recorded myself explaining this, but okay, I really wish that this tutorial helped you. Okay, no more yapping. Now, um, so what will you name it? Let's say that you're gonna name this home page. Okay, so this is gonna be your Notion first page title. We're not gonna add icon or cover first. This is gonna be another part of this tutorial. We're just gonna make sure that all of the system, all of the database and pages is already in their place. So homepage, what are we gonna do with your homepage? We're gonna start by typing the database. As you already know that I've explained before that I gonna do my Notion system from the very small part, which is the database, to the broader part, the pages one. So start with the database. Now for the database, I'm going to refer back to the Canva page before, just to make sure we are on track. We're gonna start with leads and CRM database. Leads and CRM database. Now we can write down here leads name or title, and then we can add here when you want to add properties, you just have to click this plus button, and in case if you didn't find your type of property here, you just have to click this type and then type down your properties that you're looking for. Select. Now we can rename this here. The property here is called status. Oops. Status. Actually, this is actually a very fun tips. I got a raw property. So what will you gonna do if you have a raw property? You just have to click change type and then click status, and that's it. It's gonna fix it. And here we're gonna add the mini properties. I don't know what this name, but we're gonna edit the mini properties for the status properties. So here we are going to add cold, warm, hot, and active. I'm just going to copy paste it. Right here is my okay. The cold, warm, hot, and active. I think we're gonna type down here cold, warm, hot, active. Now we can change the color, so it's gonna differentiate the mini properties from the other one another. So let's say the active one we choose green, hot one we choose red, warm we can choose orange, and cold is blue. And in case if you want to delete some of these mini properties, you just have to simply click the property however you want, maybe on this arrow to make sure, and you just have to click delete like so. Now I have to make sure that lead status. Okay, now we're gonna add another property. Here is lead source and the property is select. So let's, oh yeah, see there's already a suggested property which is the lead source. We can click on that and we can edit this property and add an option. I'm really sorry, I have to revert back. Oh, competition, Instagram, LinkedIn, or referral, other. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Competition, Instagram, LinkedIn, referral, other. That's for the lead source. Next is last contacted, and this is gonna be a date properties. Oh, wait. Oh, there's something wrong. Okay. Last contacted is date, and we're gonna name it last contacted. Now we're gonna add our first formula property. There's a lot of, oh wait. Our first formula property calls date since contact. We're gonna find the formula property here and then edit this property, and we can edit the formula. You can always ask ChatGPT, but I've already had my code here, so I'm just going to paste it here. You can pause the video if you want, because this is gonna be the code. Sorry. So date between, I don't know what's this name in English, now, comma, and we're gonna choose the properties, and the properties is last contacted, and we're gonna put days. There's no output yet because we haven't added any data. So yeah. Next is to add another formula properties. I'm going to explain to you why each properties is why. For now, I just have to walk you down for each and every property we needed for you to build the same exact Notion system. Okay, I'm just going to copy the code again. Oops. Now we have to change this one to lead status, and this one with last contacted properties in this database. Okay, so there's no error found, so to exit these, and then our first related properties in this database is related projects. We just have to find relation, and since we haven't made our project database, we can just skip this one off, it's gonna be disappeared, but you have to remember that is the reason why you should write down or maybe make like your own Canva workflow like I did before, just to make sure that you have the complete data and the relations for each database, so you won't get miss and mess. What is that? Okay. Oh, oh my god, we've already had 10 minutes. Shoot. Okay. You know what? I have to make it fast. Um, yeah, so remember that we haven't add the project database relation, but we're gonna add one soon. So where are we? Oh yeah, lastly is the notes properties. I'm going to add the project database so I can explain the rest of these properties. Okay, now this is all done for the leads and oh sorry, it hasn't done yet. Back to the home page. Now you can add from this plus button, type yourself the database, choose full page. We're gonna make another one, and this is gonna be the project database. Now, before we start making the project database, I need you to go back to your home page, click on your leads and CRM database, and click the plus button, and choose relation, and choose the project database. See? And make sure that you you relate the database on the right page. There are two project databases here. I made another project database for my other client. That is why you have to make your own first page or where this database is, you place this database at, to really make sure it's customized and you understand that that is the project database that you're looking for. I'm going to give you an example. So let's say here is the project database in homepage, but there are a lot of homepage. Let's just write this homepage Kaola Studio. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I forgot how to type your name. Sorry. Let's just write studio. I'm really sorry. I'm bad. Okay, so homepage studio. Now we can add the relation and then find project database. And see, as you can see, the first one is project database homepage studio. Actually, you don't have to worry much about this because sometimes Notion suggests you the closest database to the database that you want to relate on. So because this one is on the same page on the homepage studio, they're gonna suggest to the same database that are in the homepage studio. Okay, now for this guy, I'm not suggesting you to add something, just click the add relation here. Now we can rename the title here with related project. Okay. Now, it's time to explain for you why everything is on its place, why we choose these properties. First one is the lead's name. It is very obvious. It's to name the leads John, Dia, whoever your leads is. And then you can add the status. Maybe they are one of your customers. You can name them hot to really refer back to, or maybe warm when they're starting to give you a back and forth DMs. Anything else? Or maybe you just found them from their email or social media and you just have to list them all. You can just click not started or maybe cold, whichever suits you best. Next is the lead source. You can always add any kind of mini properties for these main properties. For the sake of the tutorial, we're gonna keep it simple. So for the lead source, you can maybe get them from the Instagram, LinkedIn, or maybe somebody else refer you to this one lead or your client. And then let's say here we're gonna make John, no, actually just John. Lead status is, let's say, warm. The lead source coming from Instagram. Last contacted is 11 days ago. Oh, sorry, December 11. Now, once you have this formula, the since contact, it really to assure you how long is the last time you talk with this person, with this lead. Now, is it needs to follow up? Apparently, no. Because why? Maybe we can write down this person has asked my design service on IG. Let's say it like that. And maybe we can add another page. This is Steve. Sorry. And the lead status, maybe he is one of your past clients. We can write down hot. He is coming from the LinkedIn, and the last contact days is, let's say, 18. Now, there is something coming up from this one row right here, which is need a follow-up. The reason why this one is pop-up and not on John is because the lead status for you with Steve is actually on hot. It most likely because Steve has already bought your service before, and he is like your past customers. That's why when you hit more than 7 days after you last contacted, this message gonna come up. Let's say, you know what, I didn't want to make them wait too long. Let's just make it keep in the 3 days. Okay, then on this line code right here, you just can type 3, or maybe you don't need only hot leads. You need to make sure everyone is contacted. Maybe we can start with warm. So once you do that, it's not just the warm and the hot. Oh, sorry, I think I have messed up the code. Warm or hot. Okay. Is it working now? Let's the follow up. Oh, sorry. Apparently, we can only do this with hot to make it better. See, this is why. Oh, leads name date between. Okay, you find me do. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just delete this one. Oh God. Okay, you know what? We're gonna fix the code. Let's just not tweaking the code. Maybe we can tweak if you want to make the lesson days. You don't need to wait for like 7 days. I have to make sure why. Oh, sorry, wrong code. No, this is the right one. What do you mean? Yeah, this is the right one. Oh, sorry. I just have to type this down here, lead status, and then this one is last contacted. Okay, so how to fix this? Apparently, you can only keep this into one word, hot, and you can make it into warm. Or, but we can fix the days, like maybe make it 5 days. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to learn more about this, but I let's not fix the code while I'm recording and explaining to you right now, because you're gonna make it I'm gonna make you more confused. But that is for the leads and CRM database flow. You can really make sure and sort this one out by lead status, and this is ascending descending based on the vocabulary. So hot, since it's the earlier words, it's gonna be on top of everything, and there's gonna be a lot more information needed for this database. Okay, that is for the leads and CRM database. This is just a placeholder data. Now we can continue to your project database. For the project database, we have around 7 properties. So let's place them all now. The first one is the project name, and then we can add project type with, where is it? Okay. We can use the select properties and then type down project type, project type. Oops. And then we can add an option, competition, client project. Oops, sorry. Click plus here and then add more mini properties, client project, and then, or just concept. Okay, that is for the project type. Now we have to add some more. Project stage. We're gonna make the project stage here with the status properties, project stage, and then we can click edit property. Concept design review completed. Okay. This is concept design review, and this is completed. Okay, that is for the project stage. Next is project status. Wait, we have 2 project status, right? Oh, sorry, it was project type. We need status again, and we type down project status, active, on hold, and complete. Where? Active, on hold, and for the complete, we can name this done or just type complete. And for on hold, you can differentiate the color to yellow. Next is client or lead relation. Okay, so on the project database, we have a connected relation. What are we gonna do is that you can go back to your homepage studio, click on the previous project or previous database that has the relation to your current database, and then like this one, and then we can edit the property and choose two-way relation. Click enable, and then rename it with related client or leads, maybe this line. Okay, now we can go back to your project database, and there you go. you have your related client here. Next is task relation. Also, we're gonna add two more related database, but these two database we haven't made one yet. So these are task database and the content database. So we're gonna add the last one, which is description or text database. Project description. Okay, I'm just going to swipe it here. Now, we have to make two more database to make this database complete. The first one is task database, and the second one is the content database. The last two database. Now we can click plus button here, and then again type down database full page, and we can create task database here. For the task database, we have 6 properties to add. Okay, I'm going to walk you through first because, oh wait, I'm sorry. We just have to make the database for now, and we're gonna edit the current database later on. So we have to go back. We have to go back to the homepage studio and add another database, which is here is the content database. Now go back to the project database because we need to add these two databases related with each other. So and the plus button, select type, relation, and then you can find task database at the homepage studio. And then I don't know if it's gonna be related or not, but for now we just have to add relation. In case if they do have the two-way connection or two-way relation, we can go back to the project database and connect it here. So there's no too much stacked properties within your database. You know what I mean? We're gonna make it very clear. I'm just going to add relation here. We're gonna rename this as tasks, and then we have another relation to the content database, and then we're gonna name this content ideas. Wait, I think I named this before. What was the name? Content opportunities. Oh yeah, content opportunities. You know what, let's just stick it with content ideas. Okay, now let's walk you through with the project database. So let's say here you have, oh my god, I don't know, wait, you know what, I think I have to Google this, like to make a mock-up project for you. You know what, let's just write down project 1, and then we type down what is the project type. Let's say this is a client project, and this is on the design stage, and the project status is active for now because you are currently working on it. And lorem ipsum dolor mit amit. You can type whatever you want on the project description. And for the related client, we've already had 2 clients, but apparently Steve is the one who is working with you right now, so let's just choose Steve. And for this related project, especially the client, you can choose more than one client. I don't know if it's gonna be related with your project or not. You can do one project for 2 different clients, but in case if it is yes, you don't have to change anything here. But if it's not, one project only for one client, you can just edit it here, edit the property, and then click this and just choose one page. So it's gonna be automatically you only can choose one client from the client database. You can choose Steve and John. You can only choose Steve or John for this one project. So we're just gonna choose Steve. And for the task, I don't know. I'm just going to write down task 1, and you can like create new task, and then task 2, the task. And we're gonna see this task list on the task database. I'm gonna show you later. Now for the content ideas, we can maybe make a Reels preview interior, I don't know. Okay, and you can make a lot more than that. But for the related client, if you have one project with 2 different clients, you can just change the property here and click no limit. Okay, so that is for the second database we had, which is the project database. You have the project name, project type, project stage, status, description, the related client that you're currently working with this project, task, and content ideas. What if this is not a client project? This is just me having these very brilliant ideas, and I want to just record it on my Notion database. Of course you can do that. So let's just name this project amazing. You can choose a different project type. So you're gonna choose concept, and the project stage, it's gonna be a concept, and the project status is active. Maybe you are working side by side with your project with Steve. We can keep the description alone, and then there's no need to add client because it's just your concept, but we can add task here. Maybe important, just name task 3 and task 4. Oh yeah, oh no, tasks 4, new task 3, new task. Okay, so we have okay, now for the content ideas, maybe you can make like LinkedIn carousel post. And then you can click it here. Now that is how you can customize, you can fill out this project database. Okay, for now, because we've already hit 20 minutes time, or maybe more. Shoot, it's 34. Okay, I'm going to continue this walkthrough for our last 2 databases, the task database and the content database. And later on, let me see the OBS. Later on, we can do, where is it? So currently we're on the second stage, right? The second step, structure the properties, anything. And later on, we can start create the template for the lead data entry. And we continue to lay out the home page, lay out the index page, and demonstrate you how to make your Notion database, Notion system aesthetic. Okay, I'm going to continue this later on second part or third part, I don't know. Okay, currently we are facing for the third and the fourth database, which is the task and the content database. Let me see. Okay, I
think I'm going to hide this one. Okay, for the task database, we have project related database. As you can see here, connect to project database, related project. Wait, where? Okay. Okay, since this is a related project database, as what I told you before, we can go back to the homepage studio and then choose project database, and we can scroll back to the task database here, edit the property and choose two-way relation, and then here we can type down related project, and by that we've already had our connected relation. See, test 3, test 4, test 2, test 1, project amazing, and project 1. This is the related project. Next is by adding another property, which is status. And since you are coming from the status properties, we need to add another property here. Let me show you. This is the status property, and then we can create to do, in progress, waiting, and done. We can edit this one, edit property, and then we type out to do, in progress, waiting, like some review or something. For the waiting, we can change the color to yellow, and then for the done is green. Okay, next is the priority, and this is a select property. So what we're gonna do is add another properties, choose the select properties, and then we type down priority, edit the property, and then we can add an option: low, medium, and high. After that, we add another property, which is the date property, the due dates, and another formula. So here is the formula that we're gonna make. This is overdue. Choose the formula, and then and then we type down this code: status, due date, overdue. Next is, okay, that's all for the task database. Let's start to jot down these properties with the placeholder. So here we already have the task, right? We're gonna rename this into tasks, and then you can start with, let's say this is going to be on 28th of December. The status is done, obviously, because it's already the past, and the priority is low. But how about if we pass the task? It's overdue. Let's say it's on the 18th of December, and we're still on waiting. Maybe you ask for the client feedback, and let's say this is high, and there's gonna be a text here saying that it's overdue. And it's gonna be important once we make the home page studio layout. So here are I'm going to add another information. Let's say here is on the 25th, it's going to be overdue either, maybe it's in progress, and it's in the low priority, and maybe this is for the future, this is also in progress, and this is in the medium. So we learn from this formula property is that we have two overdue tasks, and this is going to be shown on the homepage studio later on. Next is content database. Now, on content database, we learned that there's a two-way connection relation on the project database because we create the content from the project database. So here you can scroll on the project database and find the content ideas, and again you can edit the property, two-way relation, enable this, and create and say this as related project. By this we built another two-way relation from two different databases that connect with each other. So going back to the contact database, we see there's the additional properties, which is the relation properties. Now we can add a few more a few more properties. Here is the content title as the starter. See, content title, and then platform properties with select, and then we type down platform, add an option. You can name all of your social media platform, maybe Instagram, LinkedIn. After this, the content status, status, you can type down here, content status, edit the property, maybe not started but idea paste. Maybe you have the idea for this content from this project, in progress, and then in progress, or maybe you can also already type down the copy or anything. You just have to type draft here, and then this is for the posted status. Next is another text properties. We have two text properties. The first one is the angle or hook. Maybe you found a very interesting post on social media, whether on your Instagram or LinkedIn or whichever it is. You scroll down the reels and you found this first 3 seconds hook you, and you type down the hook example here. You can write it down, and then another text properties is what you request, which is the AI prompt. Now for this one you can name however the prompt is. You can type down whichever you would like, but I got an example here is to make sure that your content is related with your project. We can start with this prompt, like using the related project details, write a short professional LinkedIn post, explain in the design intent and concept in a boutique architectural tone. Yeah, so this obviously is LinkedIn and already in the draft page. and you can write down the hook. Okay, so we've already created our 4 main database that is already cover the essential part for your homepage Notion Studio system. For your Notion Studio system. Now, we are going to make a template page for your leads and CRM. I'm gonna show you. So whenever you create or adding another leads, you can just use this data template over and over again. How to create one is to go to your leads and CRM database, choose the arrow, and then create new template. You can write down new page or new leads. I'm here, write down new leads, and then I'm going to make a full page so you can see clearly. We can place the lead status at the top, and then maybe the notes, they since contacted. You can rearrange this however you like, and then this is neat on the second top, lead source, real project. Now to add this more detail on information, we can add another property, and maybe we can type down email like this one to really track the client or the lead's email. And maybe you can add profile image or photos if you want, but that is for later because that is gonna affect the aesthetics. I'm just going to explain. I'm really sorry if you heard that knocking sound, but for now you can add like some main essential properties, which is here we had email, related project, lead source, days since contact, last contacted, yada yada. Now this is the page whenever you check the leads or the CRM, or for the CRM, sorry. Now here we can add like I told you before, the linked or the preview database that you can custom however you like, but it ain't affect the main database. It's still gonna affect that, but not in a sense the main core of that database. So let's say here we create database inline. We want to see the project that we are currently working with this specific client. We can click link to existing data source, and then you can choose project database. As you can see, there's like every project that you currently working or already work is being placed here. Now what I'm gonna show you is that you need to click this filter and then choose related client properties, and then you're not gonna choose Steve, neither John, but you're gonna choose new leads, and it's gonna remove all the data because apparently you haven't created any project with the client name new leads or whatever you're gonna name this client. Now what you're gonna do is that you can change the layout for this specific database view in this specific data page. Here is, we can do board or list or gallery, but I prefer, you can choose however you like, but if you are the kind of person who wants to see the progress, you can choose board like this one. It's gonna show the status or the stage of this project. Or if you are the kind of person who wants to see the visual, you can choose gallery or maybe calendar. If you have plenty project with this one person that you want to see the upcoming project, you can choose the calendar. But for this one, I think we can do with board, so you can see the project in a certain status stage. How do I know it's a status stage? As you can see, there's concept, review, design completed. We can see from the group it's on the project stage, either project stage or project status, but I think we're gonna make it on the project stage instead. So okay, now we can edit the property visibility. Obviously there's going to be project name, maybe project date, description. Because we've already had project stage that currently on the board, we can choose project status. And then yeah, oh sorry, we can actually add task, but task gonna be a lot, but let's just place it here. So every time you add new leads, there's automatically gonna be a related project, a few project like this one. Okay, since it's already a prayer time, I will continue after I did my prayer later on. Okay, now let's continue with another task. Let's see on our Canva whiteboard what else do we need to do. We've already structured the properties for all of the database, and we already create template page for the lead database. Now we are going to make the homepage for a glance view for all of the tasks and the projects that you are currently working on. I'm going back to my OBS and hide the Canva. Okay, where are you? Okay, now we are going back to the homepage studio because we're going to lay out this first page of your Studio Notion system so you can view all of the information needed. Before we start, I am going to click the three dots on the top right and then choose the full width, because we are going to have two columns here. The first one is a call out. This is to inform you about what is the Notion is about. Simple dashboard page to anchor everything, plus the database index and the video tutorial. Visit here. We are going to attach the second page here. So I'm going to type page, and here we're gonna name this page as Studio System Map. The same as the first page, we're gonna make this full width and also add another call out. This page is to track all of your database index. Okay, here we're gonna create a column, and then we can add heading 3 here and type down database index. Back to the homepage studio. We've already created our database. Now we just have to block them and place them here until it's turning blue like this. And now they are here, but we have to make sure they are right under the database index like that. And here I'm going to add heading 2. This is for the, I don't know either I'm going to follow your suggestion to upload this on the, what was the platform again, or I think I'm going to give you like some YouTube unlisted video, like a private video that you only you can access it. I don't know, either the two. I think I'm going to do YouTube, but I'm just going to ask your suggestion, well, through Notion video. I'm going to embed the video right down here so you can always access it whenever you want. Back to the homepage studio. Now we can create two columns here. Just to let you know, Notion is working like any other website. Means that if you have two columns like this, they always start with the left to right type of layout, which means whenever you open this database or the system in your mobile phone or mobile app, whatever you're gonna place on the left column is going to come up first, although they go left and right like this. You gonna, like, for example, here I'm going to place, okay, you know what, I'm just going to place a database view. Oh wait, sorry, we have to create a title first. Heading 2, this is for the overdue task. This is what at most important that you have to see once you open your Notion system. You're gonna type on database, choose the inline one, and then you type down task database. From the studio system map, since we moved this database to the studio system map page, we choose this one. Now there's a lot of tasks right here, as you can see. Now what you're gonna do is, first we have to hide this database title, and then we change the layout into list. Or wait, before we change the layout, I need you to filter this database. Since this is an overdue, we're gonna choose the filter by is overdue, and contains overdue. Now only overdue task gonna be placed here. Now because it's just a table, and we can change the layout into either board, list, or gallery. I think let's try list, or maybe gallery. Let's do list, I guess. Yeah, let's do list. Now we can edit what property you want to be shown in this overdue task. Obviously the priority one, and then I think due dates. Yeah. So now, oh yeah, I forgot. I think I placed two column here. Two column. Oh, why can't I place two column here? Two. Okay, this is the two column. This is, wait, is this a two column here? No. Ah, okay, we just have to move it here. Okay, nice. Now this is for the overdue task. Now for the second one, I'm going to add another heading, third, I guess. Maybe we can type this on as quick links, and then we can place link to page, and then you type down all of the database or all of the pages that you want to be quick access with. We have leads. Oh my god, leads and CRM database, link to page, we have project database, we have task database, oops, sorry, and lastly we have content database. Nice. Now we already lay out all of the link here. Again, I don't know why, but I think, oh yeah, this is right. So that is for our left column. Now jump to the right column. For the right column, I think I'm going to use heading 2 and then type this as task overview. Is it heading 2? Okay. Wait, you are here, right? Nah, okay. Overdue, task, quick links, and then task overview. We do the same with the overdue task, but this is to display all of your tasks in a glance. So we type out database inline, and then we choose test database. Now since it's already on the default system on the due date on the first left, you can just change the layout if you want, but I suggest you to change it so it's gonna give you another feel for the test database. Maybe we can do board. Yeah, you know what, let's do board, and then we can filter this to only status. Yeah, we only include incomplete in progress, sorry, in progress task. So it's just gonna show in progress task. Wait, why? Oh yeah, is not. Wait, add to advanced filter. Wait, let me fix this one because let me see the reference. Oh, sorry. Oh, we have to keep the task overview on the list layout, not on the board layout. Sorry, my bad. We just have to change the layout into list, and this guy change into gallery. Yeah, and then we can show the due dates, priority. Yep. Or maybe, you know what, this is not we are not needed a visual type of layout for the task database, so I think we just keep it on the list. Yeah. Now for this one, we need a due date and status. Yeah. Okay, that is for the task overview. Now back to the heading number 2. I think here we need to wait, let me check your Notion reference. Oh yeah, the ongoing project, sorry. Ongoing push on what's going on, ongoing project. Okay, now we add another database inline. We type down our project database. Now what we're gonna do here is actually focus on the project status. So what we're gonna do is to click the filter, choose the project status, and only choose in progress. Because both of them is in active, so it's just gonna show the active project. Now we can hide this database title, and then I think for this one we can choose the gallery. Where is the gallery? The gallery layout. Oh, sorry. Date, project description, project status. You know what? Because we already had the project status on the filter, I think we just need to place it on the project stage. Yeah, okay, that's enough. Now that is for the ongoing project. Lastly, we are going to add a divider here to differentiate the two column section, this one and the one column. Here I'm going to use heading 2 and then type down content calendar, and then choose database inline, and then choose content database, and I gonna create calendar layout from here, and then I think we need to add the content status, and yeah, it's okay. I think no, sorry, we don't have to add a filter here, because even the idea type of content is really needed to be laid out on the calendar. So I think what we need is to show the property visibility. For example, here I'm going to add content status, date, and maybe platform. Okay, because we haven't add one, I think we just have to place it here and here. Yep. Okay. Oh, sorry. We need to hide this database title. Now this is for the overall on layouting your home page for your Notion Studio system. You have a bit of introduction here, your overdue task, quick links, task overview, ongoing project. Wait, I think you know what? I think I'm gonna show you how you're gonna see your own homepage once you open the page. Once you open the page from your mobile phone. Sorry. Let me. Is it updated yet? Where are you? I think I need to restart the Find Notion project. Oh, here we are. It's just a brief preview. See? So as you can see here, I'm using Notion in dark mode. So wait, let me check my OBS to make sure. Oops, wrong button. Okay. Yep. Here is the preview for your homepage layout once you arrange the way I do. There is the introduction, sorry, and there is the overdue task with the quick links, and then task overview, the project. This is gonna be filled with your pictures later, and then the content calendar. It's from top to bottom, left to right type of layout. Okay, I think we've done the 4th task. We're doing good. Now wait, let me see how long. Okay, we are coming to the 20 minutes time for this task. Now we are going to lay out the index page. Oh, actually we've already did this one too. Yeah. Now we are coming to the 6 and 7, or the last two tasks that we have to do for your Notion. How to make your Notion workspace visually aesthetic. I'm going to show you how to do that straight from your Notion website or Notion app, however you made one. So you don't have to use the third party like Canva or Photoshop or any other apps out there. Sorry, where is your Notion again? Why am I keep coming back? Okay, we are going to hide you Canva now. Oh wait, you know what, I think I'm going to stop this one, so I'm going to record it back again. Okay, now I'm back with another tutorial. Why am I greeting this like I'm making a YouTube video? Okay, you know what, this is how to custom your Notion style aesthetically or on brand with what you want, only using the Notion app. You don't have to use another third-party app. We can start with add icon. Now there's like plenty of icon, and this is the icon that you're gonna get if you use Windows or any other operation system. It's gonna be different if you are using Mac or Apple. You can use emoji. There are a few options here: emoji, icons, or upload, but we're gonna explain it later. But for me, I always using icons. The reason why is because it is clean and minimal, and it just, I don't know, it seems more professional rather than using emoji. It actually back on your preference. You can use emoji if you want, you can use icons for more clean look, or you can even upload your own icons that I'm gonna show you later. Let's say that here your color is blue. For the home page, I always suggest to use a house icon, so just like that. And as you can see here, these are default page icon that Notion provides. We can change all of it, but for now it's for the homepage studio and maybe the studio system. But before that, after you actually can custom icon for each pages and also the cover for the page. And if you click add cover, Notion gonna automatically generates a free copyright image from this website called Unsplash. You can obviously change it. Just click the change cover. You can choose the color and gradient if you want. Oops, sorry. From the provided options here, this is like the Notion gallery or in gallery that Notion provides for all of the cover image you can make. Again, you can use your own custom cover, or you can even paste an image link that I'm going to show you too. Or you can also do a free copyright image that feels more premium if you have no stock photos on your laptop or your computer. You can just use Unsplash. Here, let's say that you use Unsplash, and since this is architectural, I think we're gonna find a building image in Unsplash. I'm really sorry if it doesn't resonate. I'm just trying to show you here. Let's say we choose this image from Anthony Assault. Okay. Now there you have the image. You can even drag the image up and down if you want, and then save the position. Okay, that is um, a glance. Now we can do the rest, but actually it is all the same way. For example, here I'm going to do the same in Studio System Map. We can just click icon, just icons, and then I'm choosing map, folded. You can choose whether you want to add cover or not, but let's just do it for the sake of this tutorial. I think I'm going to use gradient for this one. Okay, so as you can see, there's an icon for your Studio System Map. Now, how to custom your icons for your data in your database. Let's say here in the task database, it's as simple as wait, if I'm not mistaken, you can just you can block all of the tasks here, like I did, like that way. You can just now edit the icon, and then maybe for the task we can choose pin, push pin. Oops. Edit icon, and then choose pins. Now everything is on the pin. See, on this one too, there's pins everywhere. This is to change the icon. Also, maybe you want to custom the cover for each task, or maybe not in the task database because task is just one line. Maybe you want to edit this image. You want to add some pictures for your image here. Let's say on the project 1, you can also always add icon here. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Oh my god, my bad. Although this one is already had a pin icon, but whenever you add new page, there will be the default paper icon. So what you're gonna do is just click this new template, and then maybe new task, add icon, and choose the pin icon. So every time you add new page, oops, sorry, I have to change this into default, set as default for all views in task database. Yes, we have to delete this one. Okay, so whenever you click new page, there will be always pin for your new task. That is the reason why we need to always have a template page for each of your database data page. Now, okay, we continue to adding an image for your ongoing project. For this one, I got this a bit tricky at first because I thought, oh, you know what, maybe if you want to add a picture here, you can just add cover and then add an icon, whatever you want. Let's say this is for the project icon. So we had already add our pictures, right, on the cover. Turns out the image does not appear. So what would you do? It's actually as simple as either add another property, which is kind of, I'm not saying it's an advanced, wait, you know what, I think I can do that. You can just choose files and media here, change the title to cover, and then we can maybe embed a link. You know what, I'm going to find yeah, let's do this one. Embed link here. Wait, why is there no image here? It should be shown an image. Delete. Yeah, this is the image. Copy image address. Is it the correct one? Link. Okay. So copy image address, and then you go back to your project database, your homepage studio. After that, you choose a gallery layout, and then card preview is cover. Voila, this is how I found out how you can make a cover image for your gallery view on Notion. And you can do the rest for every project you add. For example, here again we had to add new template. Is there, oh yeah, we can add this as a default. So new project, and then add an icon, just the paper icon. If you want to add the cover or no, it depends on you. Now we can edit this one at the cover, and it's gonna show here your project cover. And whenever you add another page, there will always another image here. You can just embed it or not. Wait, I forgot to add a default, sorry. Set as default. Yes. So whenever we add new project, there will always a default image for you to show. Now is the content calendar. I think for this one we don't really need to add some aesthetic, because it really just show lines for your content. Maybe we can add like links to really show the post link, but it really depends on you. So we're just going to keep the content calendar as is. So that is a very short way and the easiest way for you if you want to make your, oh sorry, we forgot to revamp our database icons. That's this. I think I'm going to use this one. Wait, are we able to? Oh no, we can't. This is not data. My bad. We just have to edit this one by one, but that's okay. Now okay, so that is a very the easiest way for you to custom and make your Notion system more aesthetic is to add the icon and cover image, and the cover image for each data by that tutorial by clicking this adjust bar right there and click gallery and choose card preview and choose the cover property that you've already placed on your database property. That is how you can make it the easy way. The hard way, or if you want to take it even further, I suggest you to use third-party app like Canva. Let me show you. I'm not gonna give you a longer explanation here, but I've already had plenty, a lot of cover image I've had in the past for my previous client that I cannot show you all of them, but you need like this, where is it? oh sorry, this is a multi-design. Where to find the size of this specific image? Okay, this one. Oh no, not this one. Oh yeah, you know what, I've had a lot of cover image that I cannot show you, but you can find the Notion cover format on Google. I forgot, I think it was the same as Facebook cover or maybe Twitter cover. I forgot. And yeah, you can start there by creating a new design in Canva. This is going to be another tutorial and going to take a longer way, but yeah. And then you can just place your own images, maybe title text right in the middle like this one, just to make your Notion a bit more stylish, like what you want, if that's what you want. That is for the cover image. You can also maybe add your own custom pictures with filters on it, like this tree preview. I can't really show you all of them again for the sake of my client privacy. Also, yeah, yeah, you can use Canva. And for the other pictures, just you can do however you like in this tool, in this Canva app. So that is the way for you to style and make your Notion system more aesthetic, is to use icon, cover image, the cover properties that you're going to preview on your gallery layout database, and you can also embed from the link image you found from the internet. Make sure it's a copy image address, not like me, not just the link on top of your website. It's just choose the copy image address, and then yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, that's all for really you know, make your Notion system personalized for you. Okay, I think that is for the where is it? Yeah, that is for the 6th task. Now I'm currently doing it, walk through how the Notion OS functions end-to-end using place for data to stimulate the release stage. Yeah, I think we you know what, I think I can show you the flow if you want, but actually I've already did that once we've create each database. But let me show you. Let's say you just open your homepage studio, Notion first page. You see there's an overdue task. There's no need for you to edit here or a new page, because this is automatically created whenever you have a task that is past their due dates. Obviously it's overdue. And this is the quick links, and you can actually add your custom add your data. Start from here. Maybe you want to add tasks 5, whatever that is, and then you can create the due dates, maybe on the 30th of December. The status is in progress, medium. You can choose a related project, or you can create another one if there's no related project here. Let's say project project 6, and then you can just create new project 6 in the database. And since it has an overdue, you don't have to tweak anything around here. And then you can see there hasn't been project 6 here since since we have to do a filter. Yeah. So this is the task 5, right? Project 6 is in progress. Oh, sorry, we have to edit. This is the project 6, and let's say the due date is on the 31st of December. Project stage is in the design phase. The status is active. Project type is concept, and then you can choose related client, maybe Dia, add new Dia to your CRM, and then your project will be right here. Maybe I need to sort this out, sort by dates, and then we can choose the closest one. Okay, yep. And then you can also add your content here, right straight from your calendar. Maybe like on the 29th of December you want to create Instagram carousel. This is an idea page, hook, Instagram, and then you can choose this is related for your project 6, and yeah, you can type down anything right here. So I think that is all for this Notion walkthrough. Oh my god, I this is so bad. I forgot to hide the Canva. Oh shoot. Okay. Oh my god, this is so bad. And so bad. So, okay, you know what? So, this is how you're gonna see your homepage studio. This is how you can custom your database. You can just click new page and then type down task 6, because apparently the view, oh my god, this is so bad. I'm really sorry. Oh my god, I feel so bad for you, because this you just gave me a project that I actually really wanted to make for a long time ago, which is make a walkthrough tutorial in English about how to create and how to function a Notion system, and yet I'm really sorry. But I wish you get a thing or two. Maybe you know what? As a compensation for me doing this tutorial and this project very badly, if you may, I think I'm gonna give you this Canva. This Canva, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give you this Canva whiteboard right here, because this is distracting me on showing you how to do the 7 tasks, which is walk you through. Oh god. Okay, time to hide it again. My bad. That is completely my fault. Now, where are we? Okay, task database. Oh, it is automatically overdue because it is due today. Yeah. And then you can change the priority, related project. I just choose project 6, and yeah, it's just updated automatically now. But if you choose this task and then it was done, it's just gone. I know, it's magic. And this is the project 6 that we've added before, and that is the content calendar. Oh my god, you know what, thank you so much, and I'm really apologize for the sake of my lack on delivering you the best results for your expected Notion walkthrough tutorial. But I cannot lie myself that I'm so thankful for this opportunity, because out of out, out of all my um, Notion client, you are by far the first one who asked me to explain you and make you a walkthrough video. Although it's very bad, and I'm really sorry for that, but I really wish that you find and you can make your Notion system your own and make it even better than what I did today. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and yeah, you know what? Thank you. I'm so grateful, and I feel so honored to make this walkthrough for you. So yeah, good luck with your Notion system, and please feel free to ask me anything on the Upwork message, and I'm really glad to help you out. Thank you. Bye. Where's my hand? Okay, bye.